Let's see. Okay. This thing, so we should be live and direct, having fun right now. Got it. Okay, guys, so if you can see me on any of those social media handles, just let me know. That would be very interesting. If not, let me know as well.
Are you streaming to on Facebook? Is it to your
my personal page on Facebook, to Instagram?
I can't see. I checked Instagram, it wasn't there.
It was not there.
Not on Facebook as well, yeah.
It's not on Facebook as well.
No.
Okay. But it's going somewhere live.
Yeah, I think on Facebook you have to do something.
Okay.
You have to start, so oh no.
Okay. Okay, okay. So it's still not going live now?
Okay, hold on. Let me view stream on custom live streaming service. Now log in to continue.
Okay, it's live on. Okay, no, sorry, it's live on Facebook. I can see it on Facebook on my, not my personal page, on my.
So it's on Great Business Platform, right?
Yes. No, I'm Samoni Banjo.
So the page itself, not your profile.
No, this class is now live on Facebook, on my business page, which is Samoni Banjo.
Okay, let me check that one.
Yeah. So let me check Instagram again.
Okay, you're live on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says was live?
Is live or was
live. All right.
Okay. All right. If it's not on Instagram now, we'll get it.
Yeah. I'll check Instagram again, but
okay. It's saying unable to all right, it's not able to. It's live on YouTube. All right, it's live on Twitter. Don't worry, let's start. Don't worry, we'll get it next time. Okay, guys, it's good. We test things, we get things working. So one assignment for me is when we finish this session, I'm going to go back to my notes and see how I can make sure I connect this to Instagram live, okay? Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to actually have a peep into that North Star strategy, right? So I want us just to pay some attention to this and let's have some fun, okay? Let me share this screen so we can go into it. Star, North Star. Just have this here. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we're going to use this document to start our year right. And it's about visualization. And then the second key, which is so important, is the actualization. By the way, I'm going to email this to everyone. So everyone's going to get this. So you're going to get this, right? And what we have majored on so far has been the visualization. How do we want to look? How do we want to speak? What do we want to speak about? How powerful are we going to be? Where do we want to speak? How much money do we want to make? Those are all visions. They're visions. So they're things that we can apply to our vision board. They're goals that we want to achieve. They're things we want to do. But the second part to any type of good vision is the ability to actualize, right? Because if you have all these goals and none of them are met, then they're just dreams. So what we're going to do in 2022 is we're going to force ourselves. We're going to literally force ourselves to do what we've said, we're going to force ourselves. It's almost going to be like there's an invisible whip that's going to just crack down, and you quickly find out that some things are going to happen. One of the things that will happen is we're going to develop new habits, meaning when we know that we have to do something, we're going to put down that phone. We're going to stop going across that social media. And even though we have interesting business phone calls, we're going to set them into clusters. We're going to say, right, we're going to take these calls between this time and not that time. We're going to do this between that time and this time, so that, you know, what we're visualizing will be actualized, because we need to retain our personal energy and make sure we are driving it towards every single goal we want to attain. For most of us here, one of those goals is the ability to tell that story on stage, via public speaking, via a Zoom platform, whatever it is to tell that story and to convert that audience from people that are cold and disconnected to people that are warm, connected, and they're eventually buying from us. That's what we want. We want those people to look at us and to decide in their own minds, right? They're going to decide by themselves that the best opportunity, the best goal they have in life, the best chance they have in life to succeed in 2022 is by connecting with you, right? And they're going to believe that purchasing your product is only a fraction of the cost of the goal they really want. So if they're giving you £5,000, it's because they know that what they're going to gain from you is probably worth £50,000. So it's with ease that they hand over their money, because the value of your product or service is greater than the value of the cash they're given. And we're going to achieve that through our storytell. How are we going to do our storytell? We're going to actualize everything we put on that vision board. That's the business part of it. That said, we cannot live just in our business world. So today's session, we're going to really touch on the 6 parts that really make it important for everybody out there. 6 parts that everybody out there needs to touch on to make sure that 2022 is actually much more fulfilling. So I'm going to just scroll down quickly. And here is my welcome. You can read these guys later because I'm going to send it to you. And what we're going to do is we're going to look very carefully at our North Star vision, our strategy, and we're going to pick up the word courage. We need the courage to see this vision through. Guys, people might think about business strategies, you might think about putting money, you might think about time, but if you do not have the courage to step out and do what you want to do, nothing much is going to happen. For all the people that are in employment, you're going to stay for a very long time in there. You're not going to push out into that business if you don't have the courage. If you're in a 5-figure business and you want to go 6-figure, you need to push out of your comfort zone. If you're in a 6-figure business, you want to go 7-figure, you need to push out. If you're in a 7-figure business, you want to go 8-figure, you need to push. If you're in an 8-figure, you want to go 9, you need the courage to do this. You need to be extremely bold. And that courage and boldness comes from within and comes from without. So within, you have the fortitude. Without, you have this team. The people in this room may be responsible for making or breaking you guys. So if you're going to speak to anybody in this room, you want to speak to people that are on fire. Because if they're not on fire and they're on water, they're going to dampen your fire, right? So I don't believe anyone here is on water, but everyone here is on fire. So we all need to make sure that whatever happens, we are going to make sure we're going to keep on empowering each other. We're not going to give excuses. We're not going to say, that's okay, try it tomorrow. No, we're going to commit to things and we're going to push through. That's the way it's going to happen. Right? That's the way it's going to happen. For the ladies in the house, well, I've only seen this, I've never felt it, but it's like having a baby for you guys. I'm going to speak about it from a man's point of view. When you watch those films, they watch your wife and they're like, push, you're like, well, what's this? But you guys know that if you don't have the boldness and the courage to push, baby won't come out, right? So I'm with you, ladies. I'm with all of you. We need the courage and the boldness to push. We need grit. We need grit to bring our vision into reality through the path of success. There's no other path. There's only one path we're going to take, and that path is the path of success. No excuses, no delays, None of these things. And by the way, I'm going to say this in a nice way. Coming late is an excuse for anything you do. We're going to create new habits, and we're going to enforce those habits, because the thing about habits is that you can have a habit, but if you don't enforce it, if you don't actualize it, you're going to start, and after 2 weeks, you're going to say, oh yeah, I wanted to, but guess what? The dog jumped over the wall. It rained in India. You're going to have all these things. But in this group here, we're going to hold each other accountable on fire, so that we keep on doing what we're meant to do till it becomes a habit. And when we dare not to do it, we're going to feel odd, as in, what's going on? Why are we not excelling? Because we've built that habit. And that habit is going to be the basis of our business. So we're going to speak about our goals, right? We're going to speak about our rocks. I'm going to speak about our targets. So we're going to take you through this, and it's all going to start to make sense to you in a minute. So right here, we need to make sure, let me bring up my red dot so you can see what I'm referring to. Red dot, where are you? There you are. So we need to be specific about our goals, our rocks, and our targets in our business. All of these things work together to service your North Star vision. By the way, guys, let me break the ice on North Star. So why is it called North Star? You remember, most people here have read the Bible story, when there were 3 kings, or there were many kings, or there were wise men, and they were looking for where baby Jesus was. And they were told, there is a star shining, follow it. Right? So they didn't have any GPS, they had no maps, so they just kept on following that star. And when they followed the star, it got to a place that it shone down directly. And when they got there, they saw baby Jesus, right? And that's how they got there. So that is where the name North Star comes from. So North Star is a strategy that if you follow it, it would take you to the destiny that you want, right? So it's one thing to be very clever, one thing to be very willing, one thing to be gingered up and on fire. It's another thing to have a direction. If you do not have a direction, you will dissipate your energy. You will spend energy that you want to use to build your business telling off your neighbor. You're going to spend energy you want to use to build your business visualizing somebody else's business. You're going to spend energy that you want to use to build your business daydreaming about your business or talking about your business. So we're going to show here how we're going to capture that energy, hold it in a discipline, make it a habit, and have the courage to say no to all those things that we're used to doing, right? The things that are comfortable. Oh yeah, it's only Roger, it's only Bill. No, Roger or Bill coming are a distraction to your North Star. If you turn off from your North Star, you will not get to where baby Jesus is. You cannot listen to Bob or Rodney or Michael or Pastor Jim, whoever it is. They are going to distract you, okay? So North Star brings about at very least, a doubling of your productivity. So if you want to do twice as well as you did last year, you would do well listening to this North Star strategy. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down, and I hope all the people that are watching this online, you are being blessed. I'm sorry about the people on Instagram. I really wanted it to show there, but all the other guys on the other handles, this is a giveaway. So we're going to turn this off soon, but we wanted to make sure that you all have something that is of value at the beginning of the year. And I don't want people to say, well, because you can't afford to join this, or you're busy at work, that you cannot participate and that we cannot give you a gift. So everyone here has been kind enough. So all the people in this room have all paid for this, by the way. So all you guys out there, you haven't paid, but the people here understand what it is to give. So we're giving you part of what we have paid from, part of what we've sacrificed our time to develop to help you out there. So I hope you're enjoying this, but we're going to turn it off soon. So let me just talk about one more thing. So when you get to your vision, you want to actually start writing down what it is again. Some of you already know it. Some of you want to just write down that vision. You want to take out some time, just jot some things, and you can do that right now. You can jot some things down right at this very minute. You can write, you know, couple of things that you want in your vision to show up there. And what I'm going to do is, this is the last bit I'm going to show before we go offline, is we're going to start with the next 3 years of your vision. And guys, a 3-year vision doesn't mean that we know what's going to happen in 3 years' time, but what it is telling us is these are our expectations. What do we want life to look like on the 4th of January, 2025? What should your life look like? And there's 6 areas here that we want to address. My favorite area is this: freedom, impact, and legacy. In January 2025, how free do I want to be financially? How many times can I laugh at people when they, well, not laugh at them, but smile when they say they have to? I have to go to work. I have to see my boss. I have to. No, I want freedom. I want financial freedom. I don't see anybody. I will do things as I want to. That's the kind of freedom we're talking about. 2, what kind of impact do I want to make? How many more people do I want to bring into classes like this and actually share with people out there to make sure that people all around the world can have a more impactful life? How many more people can I impact? So before I can ask about your impact, how impactful am I going to be to people in my mastermind groups and the people out there? And at the end of it, what kind of legacy does that mean? What does it mean in my community? Are people going to say, thank God there was a man called Samuel Igbanjo because he helped us with this, this, and this? And then you put your name there and you ask yourself that, are people going to say, thank God that you lived? Thank God you're our neighbor. Thank God I met this guy. Thank God I met this lady. Because that is the legacy you're going to leave behind. Then you're going to look at your family and friends. What exactly do you want them to remember you for? What should they be thinking about? What impact are you going to have on them? And how do you want to treat them? Who are your friends? You know, there are people that are on the phone, right? They're not your friends. They're people you just bump into. They're not actually your friends. You just know them. Under friends, which ones of them are toxic? Toxic phone calls. It's meant to be 10 minutes, it's an hour. And what is the content of the hour? Talking about Joe and what Mary did. So when things are toxic, I say demote or cut off. Demote means, well, I used to give you an hour, now I need to give you 5 minutes. And just, I'm going to make up and you don't even have to lie. You say, I have to deliver the work in my coaching group. I've only got 10 minutes to speak to you. And when you keep on doing that, you don't have to cut off toxic Joe. You can just demote them. So you've given them less time. And if they're really toxic, just cut them all together. And then when you have friends, you're going to realize that your friends have things in common with you. You have the same type of spirituality, the same love of God, the same goals towards finance and wealth, the same value towards family and children. You have goals towards your fitness and health. You're going to find out that when they're your friends, they don't just talk about it. They're going to come with you and say, let's meet on the field. Let's go for a 5K run. Let's go for a 10K run. Let's go to church together. Let's go to the mosque together. Let's hit a target this year. Let's see if we can make another 100,000. Oh, do you know what? Let's see if we can acquire some more property. Let's see if we can invest in something. You're going to hear them. That's what your friends are going to start doing with you. You're going to have business friends, social friends, but you're going to start breaking it down into groups and start identifying who are these people, who do I want to keep in my life, and who needs to go. This is how we're going to start our 2022, guys. And then you've got your fitness, like I said, and health. Who's supplying me my vitamin D? Because it's cold out here. And I know that with this level of melanin, I'm meant to get more vitamin D from the sun, but I'm not getting it. If I'm not getting it, what am I going to do? Am I going to cry? Am I going to run to Africa? Or am I going to find someone that can supply the level of vitamin D that I need? Because, hey, a lot of vitamin D that is sold there is not sufficient for this level of melanin. So you need to know. If you're not in the right networks, you're not going to know this. So we're going to be inviting people in as well in this group to talk to us about our health and fitness, what we should be eating, how we should be cooking it, what kind of supplements we want, and how we're going to be hitting the weights, and how we're going to be hitting Because even in your house, you know, you can do, well, I don't know if you can do 5K in your house, but I know you can do 1K up the stairs, because I do that. I can do 1K up the stairs in my house. If I don't want to go out, 1K up, down, up, down, up, down till I hit 1K. It's very, very doable, even if you don't leave your house. Plus the weights and the fitness, the Russian twists, so that your belly, well, my belly goes down, right? Right. So it's very, very, very doable. But we want to have these things in our conversations, in our groups. Those are our fitness friends. Those are our health friends, right? Then we want our finances and wealth. We want to hear, we want people saying, well, this is how you trade Forex. This is how you trade cryptos. This is how you can invest in real estate. This is how you can put money in somebody else's business and buy shares and it will grow. You want those people on your list. If they're not on your list, you're not going to be able to manage your finances and your lifestyle properly. Right. So I'm just throwing things out there, but everyone's going to start populating what's in it for them. What do you want to happen? Who do you want to gravitate towards? Who do you want to repel? And then the last star there is faith and spirituality. Who are you? Are you just going to live to 80, then drop dead and go into the ground? Don't think so. I think most people realize that when you leave your natural body, your spirit is going somewhere. Right? So you need to know, if my spirit is going somewhere, how is it where I want it to go? If it's not going where I want it to go, what am I going to do about it? Who am I going to speak to? Who's going to be in my group to make sure my spirit goes where I want it to go? And my friends and loved ones and my family. How do we do this? It's not by chance. It is orchestrated. That's the right word. Orchestration means to pre-design, to willfully design. We're going to willfully design the end of our lives. So these are the stars that we're going to look much deeper into, these 6 areas, and we're going to make them the foundation of what drives us, right? We're going to build those habits. But in this group, we're going to place special attention to making this show up in our public speaking, in our storytelling, so we're able to persuade and influence any crowd out there. So anywhere we go, there's going to be a fire and an energy coming out from us that people realize that this lady, this gentleman is directional. They're a force. They are an authority. They are a power. And we're actually going to work along with them to make our thing work. Therefore, here's my wallet, here's my purse, here's my transfer, because I can see that this 5 grand I'm giving you is nothing compared to the 50, 60, 70, 100 grand I'm going to make if I can tap into your world and into your business. Okay, so that is how we're going to start this off this year, smoking hot and making it happen. Okay, so all the people that are online that have been watching this is where we sign you off. If you want to join us, we want you to join us. What you need to do is send us a DM me, DM anyone else you might know here, DM us, because we're on a journey. And we're taking 2022 prisoner, right? We are the ones taking the year prisoner in our bag. So if you want to be part of this, then you take action and you join us. Other than that, take care online. I'll have